location professionals have determined that using our new $10 billion toy, the flight plan may want to take an exceedingly large time period earlier than it will become being a truth. On the off hazard that it goes according to plan, the go-to Proxima can also take round several years. So, all things taken into consideration, it's going to possibly be numerous years sooner than we will verify if there may be certain existence on that planet. The format call for stays. Wouldn't it be truly savvy for us to speak that we're all on my own in this universe? The Webb Space Telescope has located numerous non-human-like matters a long way from Earth, guiding us toward tactical responses. Our experience for presence past us has been a top precedence for the scope of each single human development, to such in quantity that we've suspended a definitely big wide variety of media works and speculations to depend our miracles with appreciation to our region and detachment inside the universe. This has been preferred, as although it's miles accrued within us to consistently search for our accomplice, notwithstanding how alien-like they'll be. The reactions we care approximately may want to they sooner or later say they is probably the very responses we're looking for, or may want to they be stunningly alarming. Come close by us as we verify the pointy revelations inside the us of a situations of universes and planets on the enjoy to locate something we won't be formed to look lighting fixtures quite a long way off. Scientists have discovered what could potentially be the pleasant crucial publicity ever in 2021 on the factor while the James Webb Area Telescope put into operation. A very well spellbinding hypothetical query became raised around the obstacles of our development. Whether or not, in some time, our telescopes have to see artificial indicators on any other planet alongside Proxima B. Proxima B, the closest exoplanet to Earth, is in the livable zone of our closest neighbor, the minimum 9AF3F374C588C9DCDD1EB10256FA5 performer Proxima Centauri, which is 24 mild years away. Since the exoplanet is just a few fashions within the strategy of its hot famous person, Proxima is supposed to be tidally locked, with an infinite day aspect and nighttime facet like our moon. As hypothetical high-stage human development on Proxima B, it should pass warmth and energy from the day function to the nighttime function using photovoltaic cells that produce electricity from starlight. A paper with monolingam as one of the experts confirmed that substantial usage of the day viewpoint through solar chargers may be related with future telescopes. Given that the Webb Space Telescope became additionally evolved, it has authorized us to strengthen our adventure for planets and devices to find exoplanets like Proxima B, in the way that the James Webb Area Telescope makes 2024. It did exactly that, utilizing its higher responsiveness and extra array of cough points. The JWST ought to have picked the light's foundations we were attempting to find and maximum probable flung us into another giant season of human improvement, permitting us to dive into the universe of planets and exoplanets to understand how this changed into even potential. James Webb's large objective is to take a look at Proxima and its mysteries. In the course of the scope of time, people have considered the nature of the universe. What are we? In which ought to we ever come from? In which path are we going? These are common yet extraordinarily hard demands. Man has attempted to answer, thinking about that he were given certification. Presently, within the hour of invigorating resourceful progress, one appears at whether or not we are any closer to any of the above-noted questions. In case you inquire of a pragmatist, he ought to maximum possibly say we are presently at degree 0 of understanding ourselves in the universe. But, ask a nearby professional the notably similar part, and watch him bob around in exhilaration as he rushes to edify you regarding the maximum severe tasteful disclosures people have made approximately the universe the use of their speedy mechanical gatherings. These gadgets, but now not given unique pastimes, are straightforwardly a signal of human new development. We at this factor have the vicinity successfully available, and it is time we push beforehand and get the universe effectively. To be predicted to try this has been concluded through experts and cosmologists. It is through the development we address a particular occurring to that specific movement this is now responsible for the new revelation of what may be lights on every other planet mild years away. Indeed, we're analyzing the James Webb Area Telescope. The James Webb Area Telescope is the advent taken into consideration out of the practices of human missions into the district to manipulate more than one prepared gifted inquiries. Wouldn't it be becoming to say we're isolated from all and sundry who is handy? Where ought to we ever start, and where may additionally we ever give up? This infrared area stargazing contraption has proactively started out answering these requests. But, to 3 confirmations. First, you could land up asking, what even is Proxima B? Proxima B, or simply Proxima B, is now and again referred to as Alpha Centauri B. To the diploma that Earth is involved, it circles an M-type celeb. Brilliant Earths are a class of planets which can be probably more big than Earth, in any case lighter than ice giants like Neptune and Uranus. They may be expressed to be constituted of gas, rock, or even a combination of every. Their sizes can move from twice the scale of Earth to 2 or extra instances its mass. They absolutely resemble the Earth. Concerning Proxima B, its mass is acknowledged to be equal to 1.07 Earths. Perhaps it calls for 11.2 days to complete one orbit of its tremendous big name, in comparison to our 365.25 days. You may genuinely take a gander on the perspectives of the vast celebrity. Proxima B's surrounding environment is specifically below the assessment of the all-out electromagnetic variety. The popular character has an absolute beauty of just round 0.16% that of the solar. Additionally, in the massive variety, its beauty seems to be fundamentally dimmer, because it enlightens just 0.056% of the sun's brilliance. Inside the serene star, it conveys an extensively lesser quantity of mild electricity instead of the solar. Over 85% of its conveyed strength is inside the state of infrared radiation. Circumnavigating round 0.485 to $6 from its mammoth call, Proxima B's openness became brought way lower back in 2016. You turned out to be curious approximately the justification for why Proxima B, amongst a stack of stars, planets, and plans. Why are we so distinctive on this explicit, extraordinary bundling? Completely, there are more than one reasons that make contributions to the unparalleled hobby cosmologists have with Proxima B over the sum of its miles. The nearest big name to our organized gadget, no matter the truth that 4 of all of us genuine years is a giant distance to us Earthlings, in the successfully notion-out plan of the universe, it's far a clear blip. On this way, Proxima B, our closest famous person, is first rate up on the need listing. It's also a complete piece of the pointy enormous contraption referred to as Alpha Centauri. Notwithstanding Proxima B's low gleam, the valid contraption seems as one of the most distinguished superstar groupings in the nighttime sky, frequently in the rear of 2 others called Sirius and Corvus. At any charge, the quality charming difficulty of Proxima and Proxima B is that it have to absolutely likely be exact, as it falls in the livable area. The capacity is unlimited to embody the incredible big name. For that reason, cosmologists have stepped through at the examination to view as the profundities and reduce-off places of the superstar's limit. This is where the James Webb Area Telescope is available in. Because the JWST continues its assessment of the imparted exoplanet, we get dynamically in the direction of the result of those missions from SEI to exoplanet assessment within the assignment for extraterrestrial approaches of life. So what definitively is SEI? Thinking about people have typically been a curious creature, bunches getting a take care of on and colliding with the entire institution that movements, moreover doesn't flow. It's miles not anything horrifying that an venture like SE arose on such an brilliant breath and vision. God has made a perfect high-quality road trip, but with a twist. In place of gold, we're depending on seeking out markers, especially electromagnetic murmurs from progressions past. Something we need to on every occasion contemplate. SEI tends to look for extraterrestrial information, and its miles are frameworks undertaking to get signs and aftereffects of stunning presence disguising inside the stars. Our valuable purpose keeps usually going again for the duration of the 1900s, by way of and by way of after the radio age regarded into human use. Pioneers like Nikola Tesla and Guglielmo Marconi regarded with a really specific astuteness. They trusted to make use of those sensible gadgets to make interstellar communique. Tesla even concept for even 1 second to prefer the opportunity of speaking to Martians the use of his wireless transmission machine. Rapid forward to the 1960s, and we emerge as in the center of Project Ozma, the brainchild of the beyond crazy cosmologist Dr. Frank Drake. Prepared with extreme regions of strength for a telescope, Drake checked the unfathomable distant transmissions for symptoms and delayed results of something taking place where it topics maximum. However, sadly, his endeavors didn't yield a whole lot. The mission gone earlier than scientists commonly tuned their radio wires to the endless orchestra. Inside the intervening time, over in the Soviet Union, our counterparts across the Iron Curtain have been similarly amped up for the pompous chatter. driven with the resource of the famous ISF. Soviet analysts turned their receiving twine up, attempting to find the once precarious transmissions from the stars. On this way, the extent became set for in countless warfare. Grandeur mystery. Then, in a fortunate turn of activities or probable destiny, a coded radio transmission from Mars through telescopes ignited the outcomes of unwinding yet again. The whole thing, with the exception of what does that assessment have all the earmarks of now and the way some have superior in regards to missions lighting fixtures foundations on Proxima B. In a 2021 exam paper named Visibility of Artificial Lighting from Proxima B, experts Elisa Tabor and Abraham T. gave a task to research the cutoff concerning seeing artificial lighting radiating from the haziest facet of Proxima B, pondering Proxima B's placement in the livable sector of its host superstar. They gandered to view whether or not Proxima B ought to likely result in reasonable existence and a way for locating it later, given Proxima B's significance as an unbiased candidate in the mission for extraterrestrial methods of lifestyles. They developed a delectable yet shocking detail. The new speculative radio transmission disclosure from Proxima B was no longer quite as late as it modified into to get as of late. This, however, when your location of assessment is a location where a hatchet requires mild years to challenge, it's a bounce forward making stomach acid buzz a number of the mechanical new. In affiliation, the prohibitive radio transmission project provided one greater layer of intriguing but engaging rush that region professionals can't on occasion grasp. The most minimum of the transmission became recognized through the Get Out in Advance Center challenge, and moreover, it addresses a probably candidate for a more important earthly radio discharge beginning from the spot of Proxima Centauri, the host celebrity of Proxima B. The forward bounce listen assignment handed in 2015, expected to frame the sky for symptoms ordinary for mechanical metropolitan establishments past Earth inside the mission for transferring past the limitations of area and tuning in for any country of communique. The utilization of 5BF1289 BDB38B4A575 4C435C7 E4A1C radio telescopes and fax assessment structures permits the try and take a look at along individuals of the electromagnetic reach, watching out for vital transmissions that can't be without difficulty defined via the strategy for normal peculiarities. This seek has been ongoing for a honestly substantial time due to the theoretical radio transmission from Proxima B. The tale is immensely valued. Cosmologists handling the undertaking recognized confined band discharge at a rehash of around 982 MHz. This recurrent falls inside the sport plan as often connected with counterfeit radio transmissions, such as those applied for discussion functions inside the globe. It changed into an interesting disclosure that made the manner for an all-out new group of boundary outcomes. Now not enduring, the sign has at no factor been decisively credited to an extraterrestrial starting spot and might have optional conduct of reasoning. The divulgence remains an important accomplishment in humankind's statistics. With the alerts spread out, it became time to analyze the confirmation. The proof amassed from the speculative radio transmission from Proxima B started out a hurricane of development amongst space-trained professionals and specialists in trendy. The tempting threat of seeing synthetic lighting fixtures speaking from the obscured facet of Proxima B ignited characters and crammed in addition opinions regarding the prospect of the signal and its regular results. As scientists dug further into the information and composed traumatic checks, they hoped to look whether the perceived radio transmission turned into most certainly of extraterrestrial beginning or then again an end result of selected clarifications. The ramifications of one of these disclosure were primary, in all likelihood showing the presence of a high-level human progression match for controlling improvement on Proxima B. With the motion pay attention venture on the front of the evaluation, investigators investigated each piece of the signal, examining its rehash power and gaseous credits. They shaped BASIC that in opposition to recognized traditional idiosyncrasies and counterfeit well springs of radio spreads to select its probability of being of outsider starting. At the identical time, endeavors have been in development to similarly foster expertise techniques and expand screening in limits targeted on spotting any Ewing transmissions or penance from Proxima. The James Webb Area Telescope, with its high-level instrumentation and responsiveness, played a fundamental role on this continual undertaking for extraterrestrial facts. As the scholarly community stayed vigilant in its primary goal for information, the unusual sign, the greater prominent outcomes of such an openness reverberated in the course of society. Call for trips regarding humankind's role within the universe, the presence of different shrewd creatures, and the potential for interstellar correspondence got the general public's innovative mind and managed hypothesis. Within the midst of the electricity and supposition, professionals stored an extreme and cognizant technique for coping with their critiques, aware about the prerequisite for care and vulnerability in unwinding the information. Whilst the possibility of pronouncing the presence of extraterrestrial facts became interesting, specialists saw the importance of serious assessment and peer overview to aid any extremely good states. In the meantime, the tour for warning signs of sharp existence past Earth proceeded unabated, with area experts clearly searching on the universe for any strains of human progression a number of the stars. The assessment of Proxima B and different exoplanets remains a function of mix of reasonable sales, imparting enticing brief appears at the ordinary grouping and intricacy of universes past our planetary social affair. As mankind wandered similarly into the universe, coordinated with the aid of hobby and yearning for records, the excursion for extraterrestrial data remained a giant and persevering endeavor. Whether or not the speculative radio transmission from Proxima be declared the start of some other time in how we'd interpret the universe should have been labored out. Nevertheless, it highlighted the unlimited capacity of human evaluation and the overcoming journey to free up the secrets of the universe.